What it do, man? It's the Kid Fat Trel, the one and only, the king of the north. And right now you locked in on my episode of Big Facts.
You're listening to Big Facts with Big Bank and DJ Scream.
Live from the Trap Music Museum, Big Bank, DJ Scream, Baby J, Team Big Facts is here. And today we welcome in DC's own Fat Trel is in the building on Big Facts. Fat Trel. What's up, Trel? Welcome, man. Everything good with you?
I'm
Everything
good. Appreciate you for having me, man. Nice meeting y'all too.
You've been on our list of people to have a conversation with for some time, so we thankful that we could finally make it happen.
I'm thankful for that, man. For real, I'm blessed and humble for that. For real, man. I appreciate the opportunity.
For sure. Yeah. So what kind of space is Fat Trel in, like currently, man? Like, what kind of energy are you?
Honestly, man, I'm in father mode more than anything right now. Just catching up time with my kids, and I finally got full custody of my oldest daughter. So I'm like a full-time parent now.
For real?
Yeah. I got 3 kids, but my oldest daughter live with me, so I'm like a full-time parent.
That's big, man.
With her, taking her to school every day and stuff like that. So
yeah,
outside of artistry, I'm on father time like most of all now because man, I'm just trying to stay out of trouble.
And that's what I was gonna get at. You as a brother, man. The fans want to see you put it all the way into that music and be the Fat Trel they want you to be. You know what I'm saying? That's their only complaint with you. Is Fat Trel don't be around. How we gonna stay out the BS this time?
Just make better decisions. I had to tighten up my circle, man. Stop running with a lot of dudes and just make better choices, man. I gotta understand that I'm at the age where every decision I make is a reaction to it, and so I just don't feel the need to be my own security no more, man, and just you know what I'm saying? I'ma just take it to
let them folks do their job.
Yeah, let them folks do their job, man, because I just young and making decisions and having a lot of money and just really not feeling the need for security and having ego and pride issues too. And now I'm glad that I'm at the age where I can admit that my pride was in the way when I was younger because I did a lot of things that I absolutely didn't have to do. And prison opened my eyes, having my freedom stripped away from me. Now I used to grow up always and say that I ain't never going to jail, especially with all my friends around and what my friends were doing. I'm like, man, I ain't never going to jail. But I went, did a 4-year bid, and to see what can happen when you get your freedom stripped away from you, it automatically like, man, I don't want that feeling no more. You know what I'm saying? So
you think a lot of that is being at home, like being in DC, you think to ultimately be on that path, you gotta maybe just get away from home?
Absolutely. I was just telling Bank that, to be honest, you could get killed anywhere. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be on your P's and Q's anyway. Like they shooting up churches, malls, movie theaters, schools, whatever. Okay, cool. But when you from a city and you've been thugging since a youngin' and everybody watching you come up, and some people love to see it, some people fake love to see it. You know what I'm saying? So to answer your question, it is a lot about my city. So once I'm done with this probation and parole stuff, I'm gonna definitely move out of town. Man.
So kind of just like going back to the beginning, what was it like for Fat Trel, the young Fat Trel, growing up in DC?
Well, my mother, she worked and went to school. She was raising 3 boys. I'm the youngest of 3. Okay. It was just me and my 2 brothers and my mother in the house. And I just remember her, due to her job in school, not being there a lot. You know what I'm saying? And when you get to the age where you finally realizing what you do have and what you don't have and what you could possibly have. And so I just started trying to provide for the family, and I left my mother's house first. I left when I was like 15 or 16 or something like that. I've always just been on my own and just trying to get some money and trying to figure life out.
Okay.
What I always want to know what Gleesh, what that stand for?
Gleesh.
That's a DC word?
Yeah, Gleesh is a DC word. That word came out about, I want to say 2011 or 12 or something. So Gleesh, before Gleesh, it was called shitbag. A shitbag is a person in the hood who do everything: rob, steal, kill, take when he don't have to. Just a person who do anything. You know what I'm saying? Shiesty. So Gleesh, a shitbag was a word for that, and then it went from shitbag to Gleesh. So you know what I'm saying. A lot of niggas consider themselves as a Gleesh. You know what
I
I'm saying?
never knew that because I got a buddy named Gleesh from up there. But
In DC?
From DC, yeah.
Oh, okay. He probably got that name from me.
Yeah.
He probably got that name from me, man. I was the first one calling myself Gleesh in the city, but that's basically what that word is. It's just like a person who don't give a fuck. I really need to let that word go too.
Yeah, that energy. We trying to stay on the positive path.
What you think? Like deterred you? Like made you feel like now I'm finna step up and start taking accountability. They owe me. These my actions. You know what I'm saying? I'm wild and like what was the trigger point?
You know, sitting in prison, man, and just sobering up and thinking about like you got a lot of time on your hands. So I laid down a lot and I thought about how did I out of me? Like I got homies who never went to jail. You know what I'm saying? Thugging, drugging, doing everything, and they never went to jail. So I'm asking myself, Trel, how the fuck did you end up with all these charges? And so I thought about it. I was spending too much time in traffic. You know what I'm saying? When I ain't at the studio or doing a show with my kids, I was always on the littest block, going to the block parties and going to this hood, shooting dice. Leave this hood, go to that hood, shoot dice. I was always out and about, and I always, like all my charges, I ain't never do nothing to get charged. Police always approach me. And I felt I had to think about it, like, why does the police always approach me? Because you make yourself available to be approached.
Because you're a target.
You know what I'm saying?
Just
like
trying to stay in the mix.
Trying to stay in the mix and just like really focusing on having fun. I had this mind state where I told myself if I ever got rich, I would never move out of town to spend my riches. Why not get rich and stay in DC and show the whole city that you could get rich and stay in the city? That's always been my mind state, but now that I look at it, it's like that was kind of like an immature mind state.
Do you think, like when you said that, do you think like how much shit do you come past every day like, man, I was thinking stupid as fuck. You know what I'm saying? You know how niggas be thinking stupid as fuck when they young.
About like four or five times a day. You know what I'm saying? Like when I read the news or, you know, certain shit pop up on your phone, or when I'm riding around through the city, I go to the studio, I hop out at the gas station to get something to drink. I go to this restaurant and I see youngers on bullshit clutching, ski masks on. I'm like, damn, man, I really used to be one of them youngers, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this dude, the other night, this dude kept asking me at the gas station, like, man, you want to buy some weed? I'm like, nah, I'm cool. Man, you sure, man? I got this good weed. He trying to force the weed on me. And I'm like, man, I hope Brody and them know how to, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then I thought about when I got back in the truck and we pulled off, I looked at him, I was like, man, Trel, that used to be you, though. Yeah. It used to be you pressing people out to pressing people out to buy shit. So, you know what I'm saying? It was just like,
damn, nigga, you don't want that, nigga. What you doing up in here? Yeah. I want some gas.
Nigga, I can't get some chips and a soda, nigga. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, no thank you, bro. I'm cool. You know
shit can go left real fast with those aggressive salesmen.
Man, get the whipping out cash and everything. I just look at everything a play now. And you know, everybody's so plotting and scheming on these artists now that I just look at everything like it's a play. But to answer your question, man, it's at least about 4 or 5 times a day where I look back on just like, man, Trel, you used to do some dumb shit.
What's some shit you do to avoid that shit though? Like to avoid going back into that mindset?
Now I look for ways to go spend more time with my children, man. Like for real, like my youngest son, he 8.
That's
so
real.
He at that age where we could just talk and have conversations. And sometimes he want to go to the basketball court. Sometimes he want to stay in the house and chill. My daughter, I take her on spa days. She get her hair, nails, and feet done. I just get my feet done. We chill, eat. You know what I'm saying? And like those are the things that I missed out on because, yeah, my job is busy, but I ain't gonna lie, I was making excuses as a man. I felt like long as I'm paying financially for y'all and y'all don't want for no shoes or no clothes or laptops or Apple Watches, y'all can't complain, but I needed to be there. You know what I'm saying? And so that's just part of my better decision making.
Doing the bid and being in prison, like obviously not having your freedom is one thing, but what's like some of the worst shit you experienced or saw in prison where you was like, this ain't for me. I gotta get out and I ain't coming back.
Well, there's a lot of things that happen in prison, but to sum it short, I would just say like number one is losing your freedom to live. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And your freedom to purchase what food you would like to eat on a day-to-day basis. Mm-hmm. Like when you go to prison, you find out the most smallest things in the world mean the most. You know what I'm saying? That's number one. Number two, you know, it was a lot of disrespectful COs and lieutenants in some of the prisons that I went to. And so the inmates treated them as such. And, you know, I never witnessed men playing with piss and shit so much with these officers and like pissing them and shitting them down. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean?
What you mean by that?
I mean, like they might take a bottle, say that's a Ciroc bottle, right? They might take that bottle, put some piss in it, put some shit in it, put some salmon water in it, some mackerel water in it. They might take the magic shave cream, put it in there, set that in a bottle, shake it up, put it under the toilet for like a week, and then once they take it out, they keep a sock wrapped around it. So if a CO get disrespectful, a CO might not want to feed you for some reason. Why you might be in for killing a boy, and the CO know that you in for killing her nephew. You know what I'm saying? So when she work, you don't eat. You know what I'm saying? So you get tired of not eating, she might come around, and when you tell her, excuse me, ma'am, I got a medical emergency, they gotta hear out medical emergencies. Or if you say, man, I feel like I want to kill myself, they gotta take you out the cell, they take you up to mental health. They have to. They can't. It's a law now. But sometimes they'll use that and then just bust you with shit, and you know what I'm saying, the shaving cream, and you wipe it off, all your hair come off your face, your hair come out your head. I just never witnessed nobody playing with piss and shit like that until I went to prison. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a real thing, because that's the only way they could get you. They can't get you no other way. You know what I'm saying? Needless
to say, after that, you go into the hole or worse than.
I mean, it happens in. Well, I ain't gonna lie, they do it on population too, but it happened mostly in the hole. They already in the hole, and you know, COs feel like they could curl you once you're in the hole. Once you're in the hole, it's fuck you for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was just some of the craziest shit I seen people. I ain't never seen nobody play with feces like that so freely, and it was like normal.
Okay. Yeah, let's get off that. So another thing that I wanted to talk to you about is like back when you first started doing music and how you built your relationship with Wale.
Okay. You know, me and Wale from the same city, man. You know, he just from Maryland. I'm from DC. But he always been the most number one prominent rapper in our area.
Right.
And I was doing this open mic circuit. I had, like, when I first started rapping, we used to do it like at least 3 open nights a week.
Okay.
And the biggest open night was one night after, like, I say like after 6 months, Wale put a commercial on the radio and was saying, yo, I'm gonna be at Pure Lounge Monday. I want to do a talent show. Whoever win, get a free verse and video from me. You know what I'm saying? And an interview with 93.9. And, you know, long story short, I won it. I won the competition, and then our relationship just grew, man. I just started chilling with him and just watching him create. And he was taking me on the road with him, on tour with him. Watching him just do everything, I was just shadowing him. And then that's how our relationship built. Like, he always been like, I always look at him like a big brother. And a lot of my success and a lot of my notoriety in the music industry, I definitely got to thank Wale for, because
boy Wallace, man,
walked me in the room. Yeah, good-hearted dude too, man.
For sure, the best.
Wale, I feel like Wale should just get more credit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
he got a lot of hits.
Underrated.
Got a lot of hits.
He
got a crazy show.
He keep 2 hits every year consistently since I known him. You know what I'm saying? And
he does a lot for a lot of people that is like totally behind the scenes, like for real. So
we just had
Kurt Bone
up here. No Kurt Bone for your city.
Yeah, Kurt Bone, OG Kurt Bone. He from Northeast, man. Look, you know, when you grow up, when you playing outside, niggas was calling themselves Kurt Bone, and I'm Tony Lewis. Shout out to Tony Lewis too. Tony Lewis just came home. Niggas used to call themselves Kurt Bone. Oh, I'm Mike Frey. I'm Tony Lewis, and we used to run around and play Pimps and Hustlers. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Kurt Bone, like, that's original OG, and he from my section of DC. He from Northeast. Definitely look up to Kurt Bone. Shout out to Kurt Bone.
Yeah, shout out.
That's hard.
How you deal with rap politics, man? Like, in DC or outside of DC, obviously, if you ain't got no situation with nobody, but maybe 2 other rappers do, but they want to get a feature from you and all that shit. Like, how does Fat Trel dance around all that shit?
Well, I try my best to be, you know, rap politics is real too, by the way. But I just try my best to be, man, neutral, man. And I let them know, you know, look, I lost out on 4 years of my career. I don't want to get into the situations that y'all got going on, but I'm trying to make some money, man. I'm trying to get my name back into the fold, and you know what I'm saying? I need you and I need you. You know what I'm saying? I wish I wasn't going through what y'all was going through, but at the same time, like, I'm on my hustle, man, and y'all been out here getting to the money and getting to the paper, and I'm trying to catch up. So if you can, man, find it out the kindness of your heart, man, and allow me.
Leave me out this shit.
Leave me out this shit, man. And just allow me to get some paper, cause I ain't on no snake shit. I never get a drop to where you at. I never throw no oop. I ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm real big on karma. And so that's definitely out the question. So with that being said, I'm just trying to get some paper, man. And I do respect war. I do respect beef. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm a Washingtonian first before an artist. And I do respect war and beef. I respect it. Whether it be about something small or something big, if it's going on, I respect it. But at the same time, doing business, I want to be neutral and stay out of it and just work.
And just do good business.
Yeah, and you know, like if I'm doing a song with him and you don't want to work with me, that's fine too. I respect that, but I want you to know I don't feel no type of way about you either. Like, it ain't no love lost with you either. You know what I'm saying? When I see you, it's still all love. And nigga don't have to worry about being on their P's and Q's when they see me because I'm doing music with this person. I ain't that type of nigga. You know what I'm saying?
What you think different since you came home, like, in the music?
Way more interviews. There's way more. I never seen this many interviews and podcasts and artists speaking. You know what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't never a thing when I first started rapping. Yeah. Like, interviews was rare. It was usually like The Breakfast Club, LA Leakers, and maybe one in Atlanta, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, like one in the main statement. Now, like, every city you go to, you got to sit down with like at least 3 or 4 different blogs, which is dope though.
And outlets,
yeah, because everybody got their own outlets, everybody got their own viewers, and everybody platform touch different people in different places, and there's a lot of college students who love these things. So, but other than that, I believe fashion, when I first started rapping, fashion wasn't really what it is now in rap too. So I think fashion is bigger in the music industry too. Yeah.
So let's talk about the Slutty Boyz.
Okay.
I need to know how they started, where they're at now, and what's going on with it, and what's coming up.
Well, the Slutty Boyz, man, the Slutty Boyz started before rap. We used to just call ourselves that because we was kind of just like, you know, to be blunt, like fucking a lot of girls. You know what I'm saying? So, that shit started on MySpace. You know what I'm saying? So,
damn, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. Yeah, a long time ago.
Wow.
We started Slutty Boyz in like 06. I remember being 16, 17.
Okay.
Calling myself a Slutty Boy. Long before we got tattoos and anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, merch and all that shit. Yeah.
Unfortunately, you know, the Slutty Boyz made some bad decisions, you know. And, they made some They made some bad decisions, man.
Yo, Trel could be a politician. He be laying it out real smooth.
They made
Unfortunately, if you can find it in the kindness of your heart.
Right.
They made some bad decisions, man, and to the point where I just felt like, you know, music, as a man, music shouldn't be their main focus. Now, I'm not they father or nothing, like, we was all just friends.
Right.
I can't make that decision for them. I feel like they chose wisely to step away from music and, you know, protect themselves and their family on a different level. So, you know, I don't know where the Slutty Boyz are now. I'm just by myself now, Dolo.
Yeah, but it's still love. You just had to separate yourself for the sake of your own personal betterment.
Absolutely, yeah. I wouldn't want to see no harm done to him. I don't want to see him dead or locked up or nothing like that, but we just, you know,
parted ways.
Parted ways, and I'm at an age now where I feel as though it's kind of better that way. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, because my mind is more clear and I can make better decisions and focus on myself more and my kids. Yeah.
Say less.
Mm-hmm.
So let me understand the tattoo situation. Just clarity, clear up for everybody.
Oh, man. Hold on, I ain't gonna panic yet because I don't know what you're asking.
Well, they say you have 30 tattoos of 30 different women on your body, but I'm trying to understand I'm just trying to understand. First off, is it true? Because it could just be bullshit.
Nah, it's true. It's like I got like 33 or 34.
33. So,
like what?
All right, so this is how it started though. This is how it started. Me and my man, we made a deal that we gonna tat the bitches on us who we fuck with the most. Now it ain't like every single girl I fucked I got them tatted. It ain't like that. But the ones
all 30 of them have been through the ringer.
What's the ringer?
Like they have been touched.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
No, but it's like, I believe it's like one who hasn't been touched though.
But these are the 30 most important.
Yeah. The most important and the most, I don't want to use the word influential, but the most like they missed something. It was more than they left something. It was more than sex and like
impactful.
impactful. And I tell people all the time, like, out of 34, 28 of them now. I could call them now and still pull up and go. Like if everything went bad tomorrow, I could still at least 28 of them. I could still pull up like, I need a place to stay. I'm fucked up, and that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying?
Why
like,
you think that is?
Why I think that is?
Yeah, like because you kept it solid with them. And
I keep it solid with them, and we do for each other. Like it wasn't never. I mean, you know, sex play a major role, of course, but like being there for one another, you know what I'm saying, and helping one another. Like a lot of them I helped, a lot of them helped me. You know what I'm saying. So and therefore, I don't think our relationship should sour just because we both moving on. Like if I don't see you in 8 years, I should be able to call you and be like, hey, man, I just had to do an interview in Atlanta. Don't you stay down the street up? Yeah, let's get together. And it should always be a thing. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this.
Even though for the record, I'm not linking up with bitches.
You must have a girl.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but go ahead.
Okay, well,
Is she tatted on you? My bad. I gotta throw that. Is she tatted on you yet? Your current?
Yeah, she been. Yeah, but she been tatted on me.
Okay.
Yeah, she been tatted on me.
So yeah, I'm gonna keep my next question short then. But okay, so you know how like they say like you know most bitches have like unbreakable bonds with like 7 niggas and all that kind of shit.
Yeah, I heard that before.
So how like the 28 or 34 or whatever shit that didn't kind of like complicate things for you, like having that type of bond with that many people?
Nah, I mean, it never complicated things for me because I don't abuse it. You know what I'm saying? I don't abuse it to the point where, yeah, like every time I'm in your city, I need to see you. Really be fucking like, nah, it ain't like that. It's just like, you know, it's still mutual love for each other.
So these are 28 to 34 people through an extended period of time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We started this probably like in 2008 when I was like 18, 19.
Okay.
Gleesh.
I told you I was doing a bunch of young dumb shit, man. Like, no more female tattoos for me though.
Next you gotta get a chain like Drake.
That's a dope ass chain.
Yeah.
That's a dope ass chain. Once I seen
that shit is beautiful.
Yeah, once I seen what he made it from, I was just like, that's hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, that's hard. I can't believe he was about to propose to that many women though. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sitting here saying, like,
but you know, love hit everybody different, man. You know, he light skinned, man. You know what I'm saying? That boy, he probably love. I thought I love fast. Drake gotta love fast, man.
And he got a paper to do it.
About like preparing to propose to that many women. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I only wanted to propose to like 3 girls in my whole life. 1 or 2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to Drake, man.
If you were starting your own shit, like a label or something, no politics, all aside, whatever, you got the paper to give the niggas the change, whatever you got to do, like, name some names of some niggas that you would sign up, like some upcoming young niggas that you fuck with. Like, who would you build your roster with?
Who would I build my roster with? All politics aside. Damn, I definitely want Boogie. Big Boogie from CMG, that's my nigga, man. His energy is crazy.
Yeah. He got a good spirit.
His live performances is off the charts. You know, I be riding around with my daughter and stuff, and I be listening to some of the stuff she be listening to, and she like the Lil Tyler kid a lot. Lil Tyler, she listen to him, so he say some little slick fly shit sometimes, so I be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like I fuck with Slim, but that's a hard question, man, because it's like I could answer that question, but right now that they ain't in my face, I don't want to.
You gonna leave somebody out?
Yeah. Nah, it ain't about leaving them out. Nah, I just don't want to sit here and be guessing and be like, oh, what other artist? Like, you know what I'm saying? But
I guess equated to your playlist, like the shit you ride to.
I like the girl from New York, the new what's her name, Lola
Brooke.
Yeah. I like her demeanor. Like I feel like that demeanor in a female has been missing. You know what I'm saying? She got that roughneck, like real New York, like the old New York. You
gritty.
Know what I'm saying? Gritty, like I like that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's a couple artists though. You know what I'm saying? It's a couple artists that's dope as fuck. What's the name of that kid I just met from Atlanta, man? He signed to QC. We did like 2 shows together. Damn, he hard, bro. The young dude, you know what I'm talking about, right? I forgot his name, bro.
He signed to QC?
Yeah, he signed to QC. About? The young nigga, man, he got a different swag though. Like he ain't like.
You from Atlanta?
Yeah.
Hold on, I think I know you talking about. You talking about who signed to
QC. I was just with him down South by Southwest, man.
what's the name, man?
He got some hard ass shit, bro. I ain't never heard this shit till I met him.
I'm about to put him up.
I was just watching. We was at Soundcheck together, matter of fact.
You talking about we?
Yeah, that's
We
you
too
talking about.
hard.
We.
Let me see. I gotta
Yeah,
see
that's
him.
you talking about.
I follow him on Instagram and all that too, man. That nigga dope as fuck though.
Right here, this who you talking about. Yeah, shout out hard.
Yeah, we too hard.
Yeah. Brody dope, man. It's a lot of dope ass artists though,
Nah, he
bro.
hard.
It's a lot of dope artists, man. I can't go through all of them.
If rap,
So,
go ahead.
so, Maryland, DC, Virginia, like the DMV area, as far as food is concerned, they're basically pretty much known for the seafood, the crabs, you know what I'm saying, all that kind of shit.
Right.
So, what is your favorite restaurant and what do you like to eat from there?
Damn, my favorite restaurant. See, I ain't no, first and foremost, I ain't no real like food. I eat the same food. If I would, I'd probably eat the same food every day. But as far as seafood, I would have to go with Hot and Juicy.
Okay.
Hot and Juicy.
And what you be getting from there?
Just a regular seafood boil, man, with king crab legs. I get the shrimp, potatoes, no homo sausage, and the corn.
I love sausage.
Yeah,
I don't feel any kind of way.
Yeah. It's just
Sausage is my
we gotta
favorite.
watch the way we talk now. That's just the way life is. But no homo. The sausage is probably the favorite part of it. Yeah,
You
man.
don't want to be labeled as the
That's
Sasha
the best
man. You want a Sasha?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like you gotta be careful, right? You gotta be careful, and then I don't want to offend the LGBT community
The sausage
either. You know what I'm
lovers.
saying? Right?
Yeah.
I don't want to. It's weird, man. Like that's when you ask me like what's new. That's new too. Like you can't speak freely no more, man.
The sensitivity
Tiptoe,
level
man.
of everything. Yeah.
You feel me?
Do this shit give you anxiety, like trying to just be out here doing the music again, like you don't know what to do, how to move, woo.
A little bit. It ain't heavy on the anxiety, but I just feel like we lost our power to speak freely. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I remember Lizzo apologizing for using a word that I forgot what the word was, but they were trying to say, "Oh, people call mentally challenged people that," but she used the word in a whole nother different way. And
Spaz, like something like
spaz or something. It was
Yeah.
a regular word though, and she had to make a statement and I apologize and I took that word out the song and put a new word. Come on, man. Like we used to be able to talk about what the fuck we wanted to talk about and do what the fuck we wanted to do, and I just feel like that shit is just real watered down right now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to be yourself.
You had your people reach out to Kim and Jayna when you was locked up.
Yeah. We always been real close with Ross and Meek anyway, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we did have them reach out to see what we could do or what could be done. Like I was definitely looking for avenues to get out, you know what I'm saying? So we definitely reached out to them.
What happened with that?
I don't think, to be honest, I don't think I had enough time. I wasn't sentenced long enough time for them to really consider like taking my paperwork and really going hard with it. You know what I'm saying?
You'll be out by the time we get to that.
You ain't got 15 years. Like by the time the ball get rolling and we get the protest started and all that, you'll be walking out the door.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know me, like as a man missing my family, my kids, and making money in the music industry and working and doing shows, I was just looking for ways to. Man, tell them don't forget about me. I'm in here too. You know what I'm saying? You
right.
be all right, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these niggas got 30 years over here, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but I definitely appreciate Meek and Kim too, because Kim got a couple of homies, a couple of real solid dudes from DC out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So the whole justice reform thing, I really appreciate that whole process. Yeah.
If rap wasn't your escape from the streets, what you think something else would have been like your escape? Like I don't know, like if you hoop, sports, or something else.
Like, do you paint or like do anything like that?
If it wasn't gonna be rap, it probably would have been either football or basketball.
Okay.
Well, I would have tried. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You not that good?
Nah, I'm like that. I'm like that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta ask about. Hey, look, we dropping 20s and 30s out the feds all around the world, man. You know what I'm saying? But when I was young, I didn't know how much athletes were getting paid. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Nah, for real. Like, I felt like if I known what Dion and them was making,
You would have took that shit more serious.
I would have stayed on the field because I'm getting knocked around and dirty, and you know what I'm saying? I'm missing all the popping parties because we playing football and basketball games, and it got to a point where I'm just like, man, I'm just tired of doing this shit. But had I known they was getting $64 million and $200 million for 7 years and shit like that, yeah, I would have definitely stayed. Shoe deals, yeah, like not even just your NFL contract, your sponsor, Subway, Nike, all this, you know, the car dealerships. Man, if I would have known that, I probably would have definitely, but I don't have no regrets. Music is my number one first love. Like, I eat, breathe, and sleep music like all day, all night. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have no regrets. But if I had to choose anything outside of music, it would probably be sports.
What's your dream feature?
John Legend and Anita Baker. What? Yeah, that's my dream feature. Hopefully before I die, I like get a song with John Legend and Anita Baker.
I like that.
That's hard.
You had to pick a GOAT. Who would it be of rap shit?
Of rap? Yeah. A GOAT? I'm gonna go with my homie. I'm gonna go with Rose, man. I'm gonna go with Ross, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up listening to Ross, and like, you know, I'm big on lyricism, and I'm big on, like, before I even met a lot of these artists, before I even met them, I'm big on how does your music make me feel? You know what I'm saying? Like, when I ride to your shit, do I feel like one of the realest niggas riding around the city right now, or do I just feel like I'm perpetrating listening to you? You know what I'm saying? Like, like a bitch might get in your car and like, nigga, turn this off, nigga, this ain't you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's when I listen to music. I don't know if I'm explaining it good enough. You is. When I listen to music, that's what I'm on. You know what I'm saying? And so,
you trying to get put in that mode.
Yeah, in that mode, man.
Your mode.
Yeah. But in my mode, and I always felt like he always gave off that boss aura. And my mom always used to tell me, you know, be careful, man, because you're a leader. All them boys outside, they follow you. You're a leader. But sometimes the leaders get it the worst. Right. She used to always tell me that. And I felt like listening to all that old mafia music and growing up and, you know, doing what I was doing in the streets, but pulling off listening to that, I just felt like it was putting me on another level than my peers around me. You know what I'm saying? And my peers were starting to feel the same way. Like, man, like, nah, you think you a boss and you think you this and that, you know what I'm saying? But trying to give me my props, but slick, low-key hating for real, you know what I'm saying? But he one of my GOATs, man, you know. Rose one of my GOATs.
How you deal with niggas like, but you said that, like, niggas like saying you changing, like, you different and shit. How you deal with that now?
I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. I sit and kick the ball with them. Man, it's all love. And then when I'm out, man, I'm just out, man, because I know what that eventually turned to. That's how I got shot. I got shot from fake love. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I really play that with a long, you know, no homo. You know what I'm saying? So when it come to that, I just try to keep it short and brief. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all the love, and I take the bad criticism too. Yeah, Brian, you like that last video? Man, you could have came harder than that. That's a bet, dog. I appreciate you. What you ain't like about it? Oh, I bet that's a bet. You know what I'm saying? And just keep it pushing.
What about the niggas that were tight with you, or the people that were tight that you had to let go and walk away from? Like, how you deal with that?
It's hard, man.
And shit.
Yeah, it's hard. Like, it's hard. Like, it's hard. But you know, staying busy and keeping your mind consistent and not focusing on different things. You know what I'm saying? Because if we part ways, eventually we both gotta let it go. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just real big on just letting it go and keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, like, a lot of people that I don't deal with no more, I still think about them. Yeah. I still think about them. I miss them. I wonder how they doing and all that. Yeah. But it's just like, you know, it's from a distance. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I say my prayers, I keep you in them.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But
facts.
We ain't gotta speak no more, you know. But I don't wish no harm against you. And that's me maturing as a man, because I didn't used to be that mature. It used to be fuck you, I hope you die, and all. You know what I'm saying? But now it's just like, whatever, man. You know, prison. I ain't gonna lie, prison changed me, man. Like, it changed my whole mind state. It's just like, fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm real big on fuck it.
Yeah. Not taking none of this shit personally.
I ain't taking none of this shit personally. I just want some paper. And I just want to make my family happy and my kids happy. And that's what really mean the most to me now, because they done already showed me who they really was when I went to prison. A lot of people stopped picking up them phones, and you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
What's something you think you took for granted along your journey? Like some shit that you just took for granted that you're like, man, I shouldn't have took this person or this in general for granted.
My kids. You know what I'm saying? My kids. Like I said, I just felt like because I was there financially that I was doing a great job, and I feel like it was okay to miss out on, like, you know, my daughter sung on the news, and, you know, she go to Duke Ellington, one of the most prominent schools in D.C., so they keep them in a lot of activities. And a lot of things I miss due to my job, but I'm going to be real, a lot of the things I miss was due to me wanting to have fun and, you know, just skip out on that. Fuck it, man, I paid for your whole outfit, your hair, nails done. Yeah, oh, you want to ride?
But you had an excuse to say that I'm working.
Right.
Nigga used the I'm working excuse to the max.
Yeah, exactly, you know exactly. And so now I'm at an age where I'm telling myself, I'm looking at myself in the mirror like, Trel, you was wrong for that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You was wrong. Even though baby girl still might not know. She still may look at that situation as you were working. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
But I know, you know what I'm saying? So that's just one of the things that I want to change. If I could turn back the hands of time, I would change would be spending more time with the people who love me the most and not trying to spend it around motherfuckers who's secretly that just there because of who I am or secretly don't want me to win. I spent a lot of time around the wrong people, for real, in the wrong rooms, for real. Mm-hmm.
You feel better now that your circle's smaller? Like less stress, less anxiety,
less stress. Less stress, man. Less trying to take care of everybody and do for everybody, and less taking on everybody's problems. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, pulling into an area. I used to hate pulling into an area, and one of my homies would be in the car and they on pins and needles. Oh man, I'm on top of every car. For what, nigga? I ain't beefing with nobody around here. Oh, now I did such and such to a nigga around here. And damn, you be with me. We had pictures together, so a nigga gonna treat me like, man, fuck it, I can't, you know.
Collateral damage.
Yeah, you know, just that shit. I'm done. I'm done with that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm 32, man. And like I said, I'm gonna keep saying it. Prison changed me and opened my eyes to get your freedom stripped away from you like that to down to what they feed you, where you shower at, where you sleep at. I got bit by a spider, almost lost my right leg. You know what I'm saying? At 30 years old, like one leg, like, you know what I'm saying?
That shit was gonna be right.
Hey man, shit wasn't gonna be
funny, but that
it ain't funny, man. Like,
that wasn't gonna be
right, for real. I'm just thinking about
it's over.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about like, man, like, you know, it just changed me, man. I tell people all the time, like, you know, I don't wish prison on nobody, but I wish everybody had a chance to experience losing their freedom in some way, shape, or form, so therefore you can appreciate small things. Like, I wouldn't want everybody in the world to go to jail for 6 months or a year, but I would just want them to feel. You saying
the people that's making the choices
that you were making?
You saying?
No, I think all people should.
Why you say that?
Because I feel as though we are all, as a whole, we all make better decisions. I feel like as a whole, we'll all make better decisions. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like as a whole, we'll all treat each other better. You feel me? Like, it's.
So are you saying that because you feel like if the people that weren't making wrong decisions had their, not the virginity, but their freedom stripped away, they would have more compassion and be a little bit more understanding to the people that have had their freedom stripped away?
Absolutely.
Okay. I get it.
I get what you're saying, like judges, prosecutors, police, and all that. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, them too. You know what I'm saying? Them too. But I'm just saying, like, I feel like everybody,
even civilians.
Yeah, even civilians. Everybody on earth should feel like, in some type of way, to feel like to have your freedom stripped away from you. And I feel like it'll make you appreciate life more, and we'll all treat each other better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I learned a lot of my manners in prison. Like, it took me to go to prison to find out that I ain't had no manners. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so you want to wreck with these lifers and these motherfuckers who are going home with double life and triple life. And man, you gotta say excuse me just walking past it. Like, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you walk past,
because they ain't got shit to lose and they don't give a fuck about busting your head.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. I appreciate it. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so much I learned. You know what I'm saying? So,
what's some shit that you haven't done that you really want to do, like, you know, before it's all over?
That's a good question. What's some shit that I haven't done that I really want to do? I think I want to try skydiving.
I knew you were going to. I swear to God, I knew you were going to say that.
Even though I'm super afraid of heights, man, I just feel like before, you know, if I die 80, 90 years old.
You got to say fuck it and take that dive, man.
I just want to do one skydive, man. You know, just to live on the edge for a little bit, just once.
I'm gonna let y'all have that.
Like just once, man. I just want my parachute to be super safe, and you know what I'm saying. I don't gotta jump from a super high amount of feet, but I just want to try that, like, cause my daughter did it with no fear, and I'm just looking at her like.
I want to do that shit too, but you gotta. A nigga gotta lay on top of you to do that shit. That's the only way I can't do that.
Yeah. What's that? That's like a first timer thing, right?
You gonna go by yourself
On your first time, right?
Oh, you can?
You gonna have to.
You can by yourself, but I believe like your first time you can't. The dude got to do it with you.
Assist you.
Yeah.
I wanted to like always do that too, but I just was like scared I was too big. I don't know, like if there was like a weight thing or whatever. But I've only seen skinny people skydive. I haven't seen any bigger people do that. So like,
yeah, it's not no way.
I'm kind of like,
y'all about to just bungee jump too then since y'all skydive.
I'm with this shit.
Oh wow.
See, bungee jumping, I don't know, man.
Because
the string could pop, man.
That's why that parachute is not open.
Right.
Yeah, you right. The parachute could not open. You right. That's the part of the risk.
Shit, that's a
It's
chance you gotta take.
There's so much stuff I see.
Bungee jumping.
Being a daredevil.
It's like them rides and shit been fucking up lately. This shit, it too.
Yeah, the rides been fucking up lately, man. The rides been, and I do not ride no roller coasters. I love my kids to death.
No, you can ride a roller coaster.
I don't ride no roller coaster.
The shit that I've been always scared of is like them one-offs, like at those fairs and shit. They just set up in the parking lots and shit.
Oh,
like an amusement park, I'll feel a lot more comfortable because they running these shit all day, every day.
Been fucking up though.
But they been fucking up, man. I just rather take my chances on some shit that's built in, like not some shit they can break down.
Like, Six Flags. And Sue look comfortable. This shit just take going out of bed. You can have these rides. Or get your ass to ride.
I don't ride no roller coasters, man. I'm scared, man. Scared to death.
I think that come down to kind of it is what it is.
I used to get on all that shit though. Everything.
You say you what?
Yeah,
me too.
All that shit till they started falling out the motherfuckers and shit.
The mind bender at Six Flags, they used to be my shit.
Everything. I done rode everything you can think about. Cause my kids will jump on it. I can't bitch up.
Yeah. Change when you have
I bitched up one time, long time ago. They were young. I was like, my stomach ain't really right. Every time we go to the park, every time we get ready to go somewhere, they be like, how your stomach feeling? Like, no, boy, you lying. You bitched up. I just go hard, real hold up.
I let him know. I let my daughter know. Look, man, Daddy's scared. Like that's not something I'm willing to do. I love you to death. Try it at your own risk, but that's just not. I can't take that. Like all them videos where people be fainting and then waking back up. I think that's. I don't even think I can go up there high and just look. I hate window seats on the plane. When they book my flights, man, tell them no window seats. And if I do happen to get a window seat, shut my window off the brake.
You one of them?
Yeah, passengers be like, excuse me, can you open the window? Nah, that's my seat.
What about that turbulence?
Man, you know, I'm usually asleep by the time the turbulence kick in. But I have been a part of some bad turbulence, man, and praying, man, just praying like, Lord Jesus, man, you know. That's the first person we talk to when it's going down, man.
Right. All
I'm talking God, come on, God,
Come
man.
on, Jesus, if you can find it within the kindness of your heart to forgive me and please get
Out
rid
of all the
this
flights,
turbulence.
my flight. Come on, man.
I ain't this kind of nigga man. Don't do that.
I don't deserve it.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't like fast cars. I don't know, man. I'm just real pro-life right now, man. I've been seeing a lot of death around me.
Yeah.
So I'm real big on pro-life right now, man. Like, I ain't even really trying to grocery shop. I ain't really trying to. I'm telling you. Because it's like, my sentencing guidelines is so high if I go back to prison. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, they shooting and killing everywhere. So it's like I kind of sort of don't want to be nowhere.
I see
what you're saying. Like, unless I could control the environment, I really don't want to be nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I believe that paranoia is what's gonna keep me alive. You know what I'm saying? Like, not trying to live like shit. Man, I can walk anywhere, man. Fuck that shit. I'm going anywhere. You know, like that shit.
Like
over.
You invincible.
Yeah, that shit is over.
Well, niggas will do it to you.
Yeah, that shit is over.
These niggas then nowadays don't give a fuck at all about who you are.
Gave them all the way. They done gave the fucks all the way. That shit over.
That shit is over with, man. For real, man. I want to say rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Rest in peace, PNB Rock, man. Rest in peace, Takeoff, man. Like, so many, man. You know what I'm saying? I just want to say rest in peace to them men, man, because they was young black African Americans doing for their family and making music. And I always look at music as a positive. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't drugs, it ain't death, it ain't fentanyl, it's music. You know what I'm saying? And you can adapt the music in all ways, shapes, and forms. And just the way they lost their life, it's just a real eye-opener. You know what I'm saying? So that's a part of the reason why I don't want to kick it. Like, I don't want to, you can't trust everybody. And there's too many shots and ghost guns and shit out here. You know, back when I was growing up, broke niggas didn't have guns. Like, when you was broke, you didn't have guns. Like, and you know, now I go to certain spots around certain cities, everybody got a gun. You know what I'm saying? Man, too many bullets. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck they gotta aim for? They don't need to aim. One of these motherfuckers gonna hit you, it's 50 of them. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm telling you, man, that shit, man. That shit coming rapid fire, man. Rest in peace to the men, too, man. And to all the fallen souls. I know it's a lot of names I missed, but that just goes better with my decision making. Like, I read the room and I see what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
What age you think, and this is always up for a debate, what age you think, and I know it's probably also different for different people, what age can you say you think people, or in your case, you become a man, like a real man, like you could say you're a man? Man, you know, everybody is different. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is different, but I really feel like at least by 25, you should be becoming into a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I feel like I ain't become a man until I turned like 30, 31. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I started like being self-conscious and starting to care about what everything was going on around me, you know what I'm saying? Because I was at an age where I ain't really give a fuck about nothing. Old lady get shot right there, man. I ain't minding my business. I ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just bad decisions, you know what I'm saying? And so I feel like we really should be becoming into a man. You know who book I read? Pimp C book. The autobiography of Pimp C. And he was just saying a lot of shit like, man, if you ain't doing this by 30, man, you ain't no man. You a low ass boy. I read that book over and over and over. It's a big book too. I read that book over and over and over, and it was just kept kind of helping me put myself in a mind state where when you gonna do some man shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you gonna take your kids out for a week at a time, like, and say fuck your homies and fuck your men and the strippers and all that. When you gonna do a photo shoot with your kids and shit like I started asking myself and questioning myself shit like that. And I really feel like I ain't get into that mind state till I was like 29 going on 30.
But real, you know, you want to know something though, how I feel about that? Like, real shit, I don't think it's necessarily an age that like determines when you become a man. I think it's based upon your personal life experiences, honestly. Because I know niggas.
When you became a man, what age you?
No, I'm just.
What age you?
Now she got an expert opinion.
No, I'm just saying because I know niggas that's like 40 and 50 that still are little boys, and I know niggas that's like 19 and 20 that are full grown, taking care of their family, doing what they need to do and shit.
You're right. You're right about what you're saying.
I agree, and the same thing go for women too.
Facts.
I agree. I met some
expert opinion.
Yeah. I ain't mean it like that. What I meant was, I know some old immature hoes, and I know some young mature hoes. So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure.
Matureness comes in all shapes and sizes, man.
Facts.
Dropping the Gleesh.
And so does immaturity. I should, man. You know, I ain't never think about it until now that I'm at this age. Like, I ain't had to explain that definition in a long time. You know what I'm saying? Because my name on Instagram always been Fat Gleesh.
Fat Gleesh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Gleesh is like my real nickname in my city, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like I made this nickname about the rap. Like, people in my city who only refer to me as Gleesh or Fats. You know what I'm saying? So, but as far I was talking about getting rid of it on my social media handles. Oh, that's what I was talking about, because technically to the city, I'm gonna always be Gleesh. Oh yeah, they always call me Gleesh.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the mentality of the Gleesh.
Oh yeah, not the mentality. Yeah, definitely I'm the mentality of a Gleesh. Like, I'm past that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm past that. And some you know, the devil do work, man, because some days I do feel like going back into that mode, or you know, I read comments on the internet, or some blogger might be saying this and that about me, and make me want to, you know what I'm saying? So some days are better than others, you know, but am I trying to get rid of that whole mentality? Absolutely. I just want to be better and do better. And my kids is at the age where they can see stuff now, and they Googling me a lot now, and watching everything, interviews, watching, you know, shootouts at shows and all this. They asking me about that stuff. So now I'm really starting to care more.
Yeah.
What's the temperature in the city right now? Just period, overall.
Shit. What's the temperature?
You know, like what's going on in the city? Niggas getting money, niggas killing, niggas what, niggas doing what?
Killing. Niggas killing in DC right now.
So that shit biting up there.
Yeah, they have a full-blown war in DC right now. A full-blown war in DC right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a couple hoods in my city that's terrorizing the streets right now. Like, I believe, how many people got shot Saturday? 10? 10. Two died one died Thursday, 2 died Friday. Saturday, 10 got shot, 2 died. It's going crazy in DC right now.
What the fuck they got going on?
Well, you know, in DC, man, so, you know, we not a state. That's first of all. And some people get confused when I explain them to the District of Columbia is not a state. It's 50 states in America. DC not a state. So we real small. We never had Crips or Bloods, Vice Lords, GDs, BDs, none of that. Wherever you from, wherever you live at in Washington, DC, that's where you from. Right. I stayed on the 1600 block of East Street. I'm from East Street. No Savage from 37. Baller from Simple City. You know what I'm saying? You could be from Uptown, whatever. So all our hoods, we got hoods, whatever neighborhoods you in. And so, you know, go-go always been the #1 prominent music in Washington, D.C. Before rap became cool, before we had Bliss and all
this go-go and mama sauce.
Go-go and mama sauce.
Yeah.
So the only place we could party at was go-go's. So when you go to this go-go, you got 37th in the back, Trinity right here, East Street over here, Social Quarters over here, 640 over here. We all different hoods, but we partying, but we all fucking the same bras, chasing the same bras. That shit out, basically. Yeah, basically, or we all trying to outdo each other. You know what I'm saying? And so the war is between the hoods. Like, how many points? It's all about points and scores now. Man, we up 10-6 right now, and they really calculating these scores. And I'm watching these youngers come over to jail, and they fighting their cases, and all their cases is through the internet. All the evidence is already on the internet. How can you fight it? You know what I'm saying? So it's real. It's a bunch of goofy shit going on right now in DC. That's why I've been trying to be out and about as much as possible, leaving DC.
What's some on your hard drive? You know, you say you're working on an album, man. What's a record on your hard drive that mean a lot to you that you just can't wait for everybody to hear, your fans and everybody? Like, man, I can't wait. Like, I'm ready to leak this shit.
Shit, man. I got some shit with Honcho that's real hard. You know what I'm saying?
That's family.
Yeah. I got some shit with Honcho that's real hard. I can't wait for the streets to hear that. I got a crazy street record with Vezo. I can't wait for the streets to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shout out Vezo. Yeah. I just dropped my single with Boogie, Festa. You know what I'm saying? It's a couple records on there, man. It's a couple records on there that I really feel real good about. But I ain't gonna lie, I got like 3-4 projects ready to drop this year. So I'm really just waiting to get this one out so I can really figure out like what we can do for the rest of the year.
Oh, you cocked and loaded.
Yeah, I'm trying to flood the streets. I've been gone for 4 years. Yeah. So I'm trying to flood the streets, stay busy, and just link up and network and just fly to all these different cities and states and just network. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You did Rolling Loud before?
Have I did Rolling Loud before? Yeah. I ain't do it this go around.
Okay. You have done it before. Okay. Yeah. That's what it is, man. What's something you want to say to the big fact supporters, man, the streets, everybody, man? Give them some jewels, some gems before you slide, man.
Man, you know,
to the people, and do it in that political shit you be doing.
Nah, man. All I know how to do is be me and just be me for real. But I just want to tell everybody that, you know, put God first, man, and focus on your hustle, man. Focus on what's important to you, and if you don't have something that's important to you, find it. You know what I'm saying? Locate it. Locate your strengths and locate your weaknesses and just practice, man. Practice make perfect. And you hear athletes say that all the time. But I come from a place where, like, I wasn't never supposed to make it. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know for a fact, I know a couple artists, man, who done overcame some shit who really wasn't supposed to make it out that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I say that to say, practice make perfect. You know, and sometimes you got to sacrifice A lot of people ask me what I sacrificed. I sacrificed leaving my hood behind. That it took a lot out of me because I felt like I was turning my back on them. But I knew that I had a vision for this rap shit.
Right.
But it took so much time as far as studio when I ain't had nothing, no fans, no Twitter, no Facebook, so none of that. I had to spend multiple hours, days, weeks, months, and years in the studio, and I left my hood behind. I wasn't putting money into the pot so everybody can get some money, buying bullets, buying ammunition, and I felt bad because of that, because I felt like I was turning my back on them. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm at the age where I can just tell motherfuckers like, man, focus on what's important and do what you love and give it all you got, for real. And I know it sound cliche, but it's true. I really feel like my practice made me perfect, and I'm still learning. I'm still practicing. Yeah.
Salute to you, Fat Trel,
Thank
man.
you,
We
bro.
appreciate you
Appreciate
pulling
you
up the
having
big facts. Y'all make sure y'all
Thank you
check
for
out
having
for his new music.
Yeah.
www.bigfactspod.com.
Salute.